Southside and Rockville Center. I'm Chris Colasanti, joined by Molly McKeough. How are you, Molly?
I'm good. How are you?
Molly's a star player on our girls varsity volleyball team. She's going to be joining us for this broadcast of the boys varsity game between Southside Cyclones and Manhasset. So what are the keys to some of these, to this game tonight, Molly?
So we were talking about it before. Southside has a pretty good record so far, and I know Manhasset's been struggling a little bit. So Southside's just going to have to stay strong and not take them too lightly and do what they always do to come out on top.
Southside had a great inaugural year last year. They were 14-3 in their 2022 campaign. Whoop, incoming. Coach Jerry D'Angelo in his second year. Of course, he's been a long-time basketball coach here, and he's started the team by recruiting some of his most trusted basketball players. They had a great season last year, and they're looking for even bigger things this year. They got some big boys and some big hitters, and their goal, as they stated from the beginning, is to make the playoffs. And right now, at 6-0, they're on that track. You guys having a great season too, aren't you?
Yeah, we've been doing well this season. We're 5-0 right now. We haven't let up with a set, so we're coming out strong. We want to make it as far as we can go this year. So.
And as you mentioned before, Manhasset is struggling this year. They're looking for their first win. They graduated a lot of seniors last year. They were one of the strongest teams around Nassau last year. And what do they need to do tonight to make this a competitive game?
I think with Manhasset, if they can get to every ball they possibly can and pick everything up, they can really come back at Southside and shut them down. I think it's a lot about communication and working hard with them. They have, what we were watching from the warm-up, they have a lot of people who are scrappy who can pick up balls, so as long as they do that, they can still be in it and take the win.
Southside has a number of players who have really just started playing the game, but one player who's been playing for a long time, for most of his life, is Alex Vargas. Tell us a little bit about Alex Vargas, number 12.
So Alex Vargas, I think, is part of the reason this team was created. I know his sister's on varsity. She's one of our best outside hitters. So I think Alex really wanted a team too, so they started the boys volleyball team. He's super consistent. He can pass, he can serve, and his best is probably hitting. So he can hit down the line, cross court, he can mix it up. He's a really good player. So I think Manhasset has to watch out for Alex specifically.
Is Alex our biggest weapon?
I would say he's our biggest weapon. He's the best all around the court, so yeah.
I spoke to him a little bit before the game, and he said he has aspirations to play volleyball and attend MIT next year.
Yeah, very smart. I think both the Vargases are super smart and work hard, so I think that could definitely happen for Alex if he keeps working hard.
And Sophia plays with you on the girls' team,
Yes,
correct?
Sophia's with us on the girls' team. They're the same position. She is a top 50 player on Newsday and really strong as well.
We're just moments away now from the, and you're going to have to excuse me, the viewers are going to have to excuse me, because I'm used to doing basketball games and some football games.
Yeah.
But volleyball is a new arena for me, so I don't know all the terminology. Is it a tip-off? What do you call it?
I don't even think we have a name for that. I think just the start.
What do you call the start of the game? Is there a...
No, we just call it the start.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
We're just moments away.
First set. We could say the start of the first set.
Okay. You might know that I do coach tennis, and there are some similarities between tennis and volleyball.
Yeah, I would say there's similar goals. You're trying to get the ball over the net.
And even some of the terminology overlaps.
Yeah.
You know, ace, service percentage, stuff like that. Winners, we don't say kills.
Yeah.
We say winners.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's the tennis team doing?
Team's doing well. We couple bumps in the first half, but we had a big win the other day versus Oceanside, and we're taking on Massapequa tomorrow. So we're going to look to improve things in the second half of the season.
Nice.
Both teams just getting set here for their pre-game rituals. Who do we expect to see coming out here for Southside in the starting group?
I think usually we have Ryan Ganley in the front row in the middle, Ryan Kennedy in the back row middle, and then obviously Alex Vargas, John Pericolosi as setter, and it looks like Owen Green maybe as right side, and obviously Ernesto, our libero. Oh, and Chris in the DS spot, defensive specialist.
All right, Ernesto San Pedro, number 13, he's the libero for the Cyclones. Explain what a libero does.
So a libero subs in for the middles, or they can really sub in for anyone. They're the only position on the court that doesn't need to follow the subbing rules. So they're usually the best passers. They go in for the middles, who are usually the tallest and only play front row. So they're usually the strongest passers. So Ernesto will go in for Ryan Kennedy right now, and then Ryan Ganley when he goes to the back of the court. And they just depend on Ernesto to pick up every ball. Our libero is Delia Ryan, so she goes in for me when I'm back row, and Abby Magnus when she's back row. So it's someone you can count on to pick up every ball.
Got it, thank you. So on the court now, looks like that's number 23, John Pericolosi, getting ready to serve for the Cyclones. That is an ace.
Yes.
Pericolosi. Nice way to start. Untouched point. That just missed. That was a spike attempt, just long. 1-1. Manhasset to serve. Couldn't see who that was.
Alex
See that?
Vargas.
That was Vargas. Who's out there with Vargas and Pericolosi?
So right now Ryan Ganley's serving in the back row. So after he serves and the point ends, if Manhasset gets the point, Ernesto will go in. And Ryan Kennedy's in the front row with Alex to try and get some kills.
The ball drops for Southside. Quick 3-1 lead. Out of bounds. Southside with the point, 4-1. Ganley serving.
Yeah.
Up front, Ryan Kennedy. Owen Green. Vargas. Kennedy with a big stuff there. What was the call there?
That was a double, so that means he touched the ball with two hands.
Some missed spike attempt there by Vargas. Down to net. Little tough to see here with Jordan Koziar's in the corner here with the flag.
Jordan's blocking us, but it's okay.
Now what's the rule here with the ceiling?
So if the ball passes over and then touches the ceiling, like if you touch the ceiling, like you touch the ball and it hits the ceiling and comes down on your own side, you can still play it. But if it touches the ceiling while passing, it's the other team's point.
Most gyms that you guys play in have low ceilings or higher ceilings, or are they all similar? Or?
I think it's ideal to have a ceiling around this height, but we have a lot of like obstacles in the way, so typically you're going to hit something.
But if it's
at
on
least
your
once a
side,
game.
it's a playable ball.
Yeah, if it hits the ceiling and bounces back down, you can play that over.
And Manhasset's gone on a little run here. It's 5 apiece now. Just refresh me, volleyball, we go to 21 or 25? 25. Got to win by 2.
Yeah.
We play best of
Best of three.
best of
Best of 5.
Best of 5, correct?
Yeah.
Big shot by Kennedy. That was a thunderous spike. Back row. Sure. Southside serving now with a 6-5 lead. Vargas to serve. And that's off the fingertips of number 3, Austin Park from Manhasset. Service winner for Vargas. Vargas getting set for another delivery here. 7-5 Cyclones. Right back to Park. Saved by Pericolosi. Now the point goes to Manhasset. Is that because Schmidt was in the net?
I think point was going to go to Manhasset before that because the set was pushed over the net. That's why Schmidt got too tight, but it was going to go out.
And you can't cross under either, right?
No.
There's a line there.
Yeah, you can't cross under.
7-6 now. Cyclones leading. That's San Pedro with the bump off the serve. Out of bounds off Manhasset, Cyclone ball. And point to the Cyclones. I noticed the libero wears a different jersey.
Yeah. They wear that jersey so everyone knows they can sub in whenever they want in the back row. They don't have to wait and waste a sub on the libero.
8-6 Southside. First set against Manhasset. Southside undefeated on the season, currently in first place in Conference Division II Conference C. Ahead of Elmont and New Hyde Park, looking for a playoff berth this year. 9-6 now for Southside. Schmidt on the left side, off the fingertips of Manhasset, another Cyclone score, 10-6. Right into our booth here, spiked by Southside, makes it 11-6. We are literally on the front lines here. Jake Gillis serving for the Cyclones. That's a touch, right?
Net violation.
Net violation.
I thought that was Manhasset, but I guess Southside hit the net.
That's same here. I thought it was on Manhasset too. He signaled, originally the ref signaled towards Manhasset, but it's Southside with the violation.
Yeah.
11-7 Southside. That's a big spike by number 6. Nicholas Tonzi of Manhasset. Manhasset is not going away early,
Yeah,
11-8.
they're stepping up.
Not a good serve there by Matthew Liu. This is a young Manhasset team.
Ooh, ace.
That's Austin Park, the libero for Manhasset. Couldn't dig it out. Southside with a 13-8 lead. Schmidt with the left. Big set there from Manhasset.
Ooh.
Point is awarded to Manhasset. 13-9 now. Manhasset looking for a little momentum. Number 6, Nick Tanzi on the back line. Paracolosi brings the thunder. Do you think these guys like to compete to who's got the bigger spike, the bigger kill?
Yeah, I think we were talking about this, the girls team. I think with boys volleyball, it's more about putting the ball straight down and trying to get the kill right away.
Right.
And with girls, it's like we're very focused on getting the ball up and keeping the play alive.
It's an interesting difference of strategy between the boys team and the girls team. Oh, nice dig there. Good rally. First good rally of the game. Vargas dumps it in. Smart little play by Vargas.
Yeah.
We talked about his IQ on the court earlier.
Yeah, that
Sometimes,
was really smart.
Sometimes it's not about power. Chris Rodriguez had that nice dig earlier to keep the point alive. 15-9 now. Cyclones leading. That's a nice little dump. That's number 25. Ryan Ganley.
Oh, timeout.
Dumps it in. Timeout Manhasset. Cyclones leading 16-9 in this first set. Starting to get a little momentum now. What do you see that's happening here?
I think the Cyclones really just have to play smart, like we saw Alex Vargas tip before, and he got the kill right away. Manhasset's, if they're hitting directly at Manhasset, we're seeing Manhasset dig the balls and get everything up. So playing smart would help them like finish the point and really push to 20 and then 25.
It looks like the Cyclones are starting to really pick up their pace.
Yeah.
They're bringing some big hits, especially from the outside. And it looks like they're starting to loosen up a little bit too.
Yeah,
they definitely have the size advantage over
yeah, Manhasset's a shorter team, so they can pick up a lot of balls, but Southside can put more down.
Ball just missed off the serve there from Rodriguez. And that's an ace for Manhasset. Austin Park with the ace. Park looks to be one of their more talented players. He's had some nice plays so far.
Yeah, and they have nice blocks on the right side. I know they're blocking Alex Vargas, which is a huge shift in the game.
And credit to this Manhasset team. They haven't gone away, and every time Southside's gone in a run, they've answered.
Yeah, exactly.
(17-12) now. Cyclones with a 5-point lead. Paracolosi getting ready to deliver. That's number 2, Jake Messina for Manhasset. Point to Manhasset. Nice little nifty shot by Messina. You mentioned him earlier when he was coming in, Jake Messina. You want to tell us a little bit about Jake?
Yeah, Jake Messina is actually an actor from Manhasset. He's on the show Manifest. He plays a younger version of the character Cal. Me and the other girl on Varsity both said we watched the show, and right away we noticed him. And he's pretty good. He's picking up a lot of balls. I saw him serving before. He was doing well.
Multi-talented Messina.
Yes.
18-13 now in favor of the Cyclones. And Robert Namnam getting ready to serve. Served by Namnam. Six-point lead for Southside. And they're looking to pull away here. Big shot by Kennedy. Now, did you play basketball too?
I used to play basketball. I might do it this year. We'll see.
Seems like a lot of the skill sets translate between,
Yeah.
transfer between basketball and volleyball.
Yeah, it's a lot about the jumping, the vertical.
Kennedy gets way up there,
Yeah,
speaking about
his
jumping.
vertical's crazy. And I think his like aggressive hit comes from the basketball mentality.
Well, he's definitely, grown and matured the last couple of years, put on some muscle. He's got to be about 6'4".
Yeah, we watched his volleyball skills get a lot better over this past year. Last year he started as middle too, but he definitely has better technique this year.
Well, you did say earlier that the boys seem to pick it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think it's a lot about athleticism. I know their team last year was majority, at least their starting lineup was majority basketball players from the
Right.
varsity team, so I think a lot of their skill comes from their athleticism, and then they can develop the technique after.
Southside up by a touchdown now, 21-14. Manhasset trying to hang around, get back in the set. They get one back there, 21-15 now. Sergio Rosa for the Manhasset volleyball team getting ready to serve. Just missed. Now, the guy doing the flag, you gotta have one person from each team, right?
Yeah, one person on each side.
He can't be happy calling the ball out on his own team.
I know, but you gotta do it or else I don't know why he's interrupting, but they have to call it or else the team obviously gets annoyed. We've played teams where they call the ball for their own team's benefit, and it's frustrating, but it definitely stings calling it against your own teammates.
Yeah, but you gotta call it like you see it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, in tennis, we have unofficiated matches. We call our own lines. It's an honor code.
Yeah,
You just can't put out 6 referees on every game.
exactly.
22-16 now. Southside with the lead, looking to close out this opening set against Manhasset. Big block there off Kennedy, but Kennedy delivers again. Point still goes to Manhasset, though. Somebody in the net. Looked like a net violation. Yes, that was a nice rejection
Yeah,
by
it was.
number 14. Victor Chen of Manhasset had a big block on Kennedy.
Yeah.
There's Schmidt with the left. Chen can't get up high enough there. Southside just 2 points away now, 23-17. And Kennedy heading back to serve for the red, white, blue. kind of serve was that?
I don't know. He's trying to trick them, I think.
Like a little quick serve there.
Yeah.
Didn't work for the Cyclones. Trickery. 23-18 now, 2 points away. Trying to hold off this Manhasset squad.
This is a really close game, I think. Closer than they were expecting, so.
Schmidt couldn't get up high enough there. Manhasset is within 4. What was the call there, Molly?
I think he carried the ball, so he either used an open hand or 2 open hands to pass it.
Just when you thought Southside was going to close out that set, it's
know.
suddenly a 3-point game.
See how they just played it off the ceiling, but they weren't able to send it over.
It looks like a timeout, and that's a great timeout by Coach D'Angelo. This Manhasset team just to our right is all fired up here. They are 2 points away now, only down 23-21. Southside looking visibly rattled. What's going on here?
I think they just need to come out calm. I don't think they underestimated this team, but they weren't exactly ready for the level that Manhasset's playing at. I think Manhasset's doing a great job blocking, and I know on Southside, Vargas and Ryan Kennedy are mainly their 2 primary hitters. So when they're getting blocked, I think it's kind of like a letdown to the team, but they just need to push through and get a calm pass and return it.
Well, we're going to find out right now if Southside can pull it together. Kennedy exits the game here. Number 10, Sergio Rosa, takes his spot. Southside looking to wrest the momentum back. And they're going to do that with a big shot by Perk, baby Perk.
I think
Gives
they
the
set that
Cyclones.
play up for him, and it worked. So
That's a
that was
set
really
play.
good. Yeah.
My soccer coach friend Greg Brennan would call that a set piece. Coming out of the corner. Set point now for the Cyclones. Good rally to both teams, keeping the ball alive. Vargas fittingly finishes it. First game goes to the Cyclones, 25-21. So we saw a couple of runs there by both teams, but in the end, Southside was able to hang on and pull away. What can Manhasset do in the second game to build on the momentum they had at the end of the first there?
I think they just need to come in playing confidently, because Southside, though they just won, is probably feeling a little nervous after how good Manhasset's performance was. So I think if Manhasset comes out, keeps blocking well, keeps digging, and I know their middle was doing really well and their libero. So if they keep playing as a team, they can definitely push through and win the second set.
And one more interesting volleyball tradition, which you don't see in basketball necessarily, but the teams switch benches.
Yeah, I think it's kind of for like, I might be guessing here, but I think it's to make sure that you play both sides in case one side's an advantage towards the other, like if it's a shorter serving line or something like that.
Okay, so the Cyclones win the first one, and we're going to be joined by one of your teammates right now.
Kate Bradley.
Kate Bradley, come on down. Thank you very much, Molly.
Good job, Molly.
Great job. And welcome Kate Bradley, number 1. She is a senior on the girls varsity volleyball team and a setter, 4-year player. Team's off to a great start. We just had a great set with your teammate here, Molly. And we were just talking about how the Cyclones were getting a lot more than they expected from Manhasset tonight, and it showed towards the end. Manhasset actually cut it to a 2-point game, 23-21, before the Cyclones were able to put that away. What can we expect in the second set here?
Well, as we saw, Southside had the lead for most of the time, but they did let up a little bit at the end, so we know that Manhasset's capable of coming back from a low score, and I feel like their energy very much contributed to that. As we saw, Southside did get a little bit scared, but I think if they just keep it up, pick up the energy, they'll be able to win this game.
And I'm not a volleyball player like you guys, but to me, the Manhasset team doesn't look like an 0-6 team. I mean, they're giving Southside everything they can handle right now.
Definitely. I feel like they are on the shorter side, as you said earlier, but that's not stopping them from doing anything that Southside can't. I feel like both teams just need to play smart and need to play their game.
And out there for the Cyclones, you want to go through the our current lineup?
Yeah, starting in 1, we have Chris Rodriguez. In position 2, we have John Pericolosi. In position 3, Ryan Ganley. Then passing and serve receive Alex Vargas, Jake Gillis setting, and Sergio Rosa in the 6th position.
Here we go, set number 2. Manhasset to serve. And it's a third ball that's come right into your living room here.
Yeah.
Southside, that ball just missed for Manhasset. Cyclones take a 1-0 lead. Pericolosi seems to serve, open the set serving both times. Is he one of the better servers for the Cyclones?
Yes, definitely. He's very consistent. He just missed his serve right here, but most of the
That's
time.
the announcer jinx.
Yeah, most of the time he's very consistent. He has a float serve, which really keeps others from on their toes because it tends to drop unexpectedly, and it's just hard to read where it's going to be placed.
That was an absolute hammer by Alex Vargas. Just an effortless swing by Vargas. He just gets up and down.
He definitely has very good court awareness, which is a major factor in volleyball. You have to see open spots and hit with a purpose, definitely.
It's Ganley now to serve for the Cyclones, 2-1. Vargas with a big block there. Seems to do it all. He's the all-around player.
Yes, definitely.
Another point to Southside, 4-1 now. Maybe I haven't been paying attention enough, but I feel like the girls' games I've seen, there's more of the team cheers after the points.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big part of the game, keeping up the energy and cheering. In the beginning of the season, we definitely go over cheers. Yeah, it's very fun.
You have I'm sure you have your set cheers and go-tos that you like a lot.
Yes, definitely. Like our ace cheers, our kills, we get a block. Pretty much for everything.
Good rally going here for both teams. Vargas puts an end to that quickly with absolute authority. Alex Vargas drops the hammer. 5-1 now, Southside. You can hear the difference between when some of these other guys hit and when Vargas hits. He's just got a thunderous attack. Now it's just like clockwork. It's
Just
they're,
easy.
they're running the same play over and over, an outside set to Vargas, and he's just dropping the hammer on them. 6-1 now. Southside on a roll. Do servers have little superstitions and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like every girl on our team does a little routine before they end up serving. That might contribute to it going over or not.
Nice block there up front. Kennedy. Kennedy and Owen Green had a little tandem block up front on the right side. 7-1 now. Cyclones. It's all Cyclones early on. Not what I expected. After that close first set, see if Manhasset can answer. And right there, that's a little momentum for the Manhasset squad.
Yeah, slight hole in the block. That just went right through the two players in the front. But
A nice shot by Nicholas Tanzi. Here's Perk with the set. And that's Tanzi again with the clever play. He's in the right spot there for Manhasset. 7-3 now. Manhasset answering the opening run of the Cyclones. Now you play lets off the net on the serve. That counts.
Yes.
Tips the net.
Yeah.
Southside Cyclones, 7-4 lead now. Perk to Kennedy, boom. Lights out there for Ryan Kennedy. He's got some ups himself. Molly was talking about his vertical earlier.
Crazy vertical. I feel like basketball has definitely contributed to that, and his ability to just put the ball away.
Do you guys run a lot of set plays, or is it just kind of?
Yes, we're definitely a team that can adapt to different plays. We have our free ball plays. If a player's on and they're just getting point after point, we definitely try to run new things with them just to keep the other team on their toes and keep the blockers unexpected. They never know what's coming.
It's Ryan Schmidt there with the kill. Number 27. Schmidt, sophomore. And that's an ace down the right side. They've got a couple of little dances going on here.
A few little cheers.
Not as coordinated as you guys, but they are up 10-4. So this set we kind of expected a little more resistance from Manhasset after the way they finished that first one. But so far it's been mostly all Southside. Vargas has really come alive, and now Ryan Kennedy and Schmidt are pitching in as well. And it's Cyclones out to a quick 10-4 lead.
Yeah, I think they just have to keep this lead. They can't get any goals. And you never know what Manhasset is capable of doing. They might be able to.
Well, at this point, it's just about
Fight
maintaining that focus and consistency as Vargas gets set to serve. Perk, Schmidt, Ganley, Kennedy, and Owen Green out there now for the Cyclones. Molly was mentioning about the ceiling before. It can't be easy with some of these obstacles for some of these opposing teams to come in. You know, Southside Cyclones probably have a good feel of where things are on the roof.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the downsides about volleyball, being able to play it from the ceiling. If it touches the ceiling on your side, you're allowed to play it, but it's just difficult, like, because it can go anywhere.
Right. I guess that's why they call it a home court advantage. 12-4 now. Manhasset struggling. And Vargas with a nice deep serve. Perk with a nice long set there. Good dig by Vargas. Is that a double hit?
Yeah, double hit. If you set the ball over the net or just in general and it has topspin, then it's typically a double.
Point goes over to Manhasset, 12-5. Ball out of bounds off the serve of Manhasset, 13-5 now. Jake Gillison for Southside. Serve. Ejected by Kennedy. Vargas with the bump. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt finishes. 14-5 now. It's all Southside in this second frame. Tansey. It's number 6, Nicholas Tansey. Number 14, Victor Chen, who gang up on Ryan Kennedy with the block.
I think they're starting to see Southside's tendencies and trying to shut them down.
A miscommunication there between Ganley and Vargas. And it's 14-7 now. Cyclones on top. Ball's out of bounds off the serve. Service error for Manhasset gives the Cyclones a point. Sergio Rosa for Southside. Point goes to Cyclones, 16-7. Manhasset has to find an answer now. Southside is starting to run away with this.
Southside definitely has the serving advantage right now. I feel like that's how they scored most of their points, just consistency.
Some deep serves, well-placed serves too by all the Cyclone servers. They're mixing it up pretty well. You know, in tennis we say you want to move it around the box. You don't want to just serve to the same spot.
Yeah, coaches usually give a serving signal or an area to serve where they know that they have a weak passer.
Cyclones up 18-7 now. Closing in on a second set victory. Nice dig by Rosa. Vargas sends it over. Kirk keeps it up. by Schmidt. Ryan Schmidt with the finish on the left side. Ryan Schmidt's he's another one with potential, only a sophomore.
Definitely, we'll see him take a leadership position as he gets older.
One-handed stick by Vargas to keep it alive. And that's just turning defense into offense right there. That's a point that Southside probably should have lost. (20-7) now, Cyclones. Schmidt again with a big shot. Rejection there by Ganley. Nice dig by Gillis. Manhasset comes away with that point after a long rally. Victor Chen with the kill for the Manhasset squad. 20-8, Southside. That drops in for the Cyclones. 21-8 now. (21-9). Cyclones looking to close this out now. And Kate, tell me, having the boys team around the last couple of years, how has that changed the dynamic for you guys as girls? You're not the only game in town anymore.
I think it's definitely been good for us to have other people in the volleyball community. And we see it spreading to even the middle school. They're training boys to be ready for the high school level. But I think it's definitely been good for the environment, and like we learn from each other.
Do you guys have any inter-squad scrimmages or any?
We don't. We definitely want to get one organized, but I think it's just different. It's different because we play on a lower net than them, and
I think that's something that, even as an exhibition or a charity night, would be a fun event.
yeah, definitely.
Boys versus the girls. I think everybody wants to see.
Yeah, who will win?
Right. And you said it. I think you said earlier. Even the boys said you guys would take them down.
Yeah, they did say that. I think I think we're more smart on the court than them. Like, we see spots, we see open spots, we take advantage of that. I feel like the guys, they're very good, but they just play to kill the ball and put it away. And that doesn't always work.
You guys might have the technical edge with
Yes.
the technique. What is the height difference in the net between the boys' game and the girls' game? The height difference in the net.
I think it's a very big difference. I don't even think our tallest hitter could get over the boys' net.
We'd have to have a compromise. Put it halfway.
Yeah, the halfway.
23-12 now. Southside 2 points away from this second set. big shot to the back row. Just missed, 23-13. Manhasset looking to hang on now. Cyclones looking to put this thing away. Vargas launches it. It's Tansy with the blast. Rejected. Here's Kennedy looking to kill it. Gets enough on it to give the Cyclones a whole bunch of set points here. 24-13. Schmidt checking back in now for Southside. Vargas, the big delivery. Set, here's Perk, back set. Too much mustard on that one.
That was a nice play set. It definitely kept the blocker.
Owen Green just put a little too much juice on it. And there's Schmidt with the finish. Puts the nail in as he signals that. 25-14, the second set is in the books. Southside up 2-0 now.
I think we definitely can see Manhasset, like they don't let up. The score might have been a little different than last set, but they come to play, and they, even with the drastic difference, they still try to put the ball away.
They are battling. They are battling. They are undersized. Southside has a lot more in the way of weapons and height and power, but they are battling to keep it close and respectable. First set was very close. That one got away from the Manhasset team a little bit early, but they hung on and made it decent set, 25-14, and now Southside looking to close it out in the third. So thank you very much, Kate. It was a pleasure. I'm looking forward to watching you guys play, and thanks a lot for filling in for the second set.
Yes, no problem.
Molly, welcome back.
Thank
you.
you.
Just had a great set with your teammate there, Kate. And Southside now looking to close the door here.
Yeah. Hopefully they can win in 3 and not go to 4 or 5.
Well, as we start getting closer into the heart of the season, I think one of the things that's on everybody's mind is conserving energy for the playoff run, which is very physically and emotionally draining. You know, going on deep runs. You guys are no stranger to that. You've been on plenty of deep playoff runs for years.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're expecting and hoping for the same this year.
Definitely. I think if they keep playing how they're playing, especially in past games, I know Ernesto, their libero, has a little ankle injury, so if they all heal and get better, I think they could really make it to the playoffs this year.
Have you had a chance to talk to the assistant coach, Liz Nugent?
No, I have not.
She's an ex-volleyball player from here from years ago. She came back last year to help out, and she's been a big addition. Nice to see alumni coming back.
Yeah, it's good for them to get a perspective of like someone who really played volleyball.
Right, and played for the Cyclones.
Yeah.
Once a Cyclone. Getting set now for the third set. Cyclones up 2-love. See if Manhasset has an answer. Trying to make this a match. Or will the Cyclones finish them off in 3?
I see Sergio is playing libero now for Ernesto. I think that's a new position for him, but I bet he'll be fine in the back row.
Explain the hands on the head for the guys up front.
So I think when their hands are out like that, they're getting ready to block. It's something we do on the girls' team too, just so you don't have to take time and miss, because a lot of times, I know our team doesn't do as many quick balls, which is like a really low ball for the middle to jump and swing at, but you want your hands to be ready so you can get up quick and block the ball.
Gotcha. In tennis, when a player's by the net, we tell them to keep the racket in front of them.
Yeah,
Probably
so you
the
can do
same thing.
anything.
Yeah. Perk 2-0 already. Off the Pericolosi serves. Deep serve by Perk.
Oh, nice.
Three nothing now. Manhasset now struggling to even get the ball in play off these deep serves. Perk has proven to be a very steady, consistent server.
Yeah, he's a consistent player. I know he started last year as a freshman. And I think it's just like he's athletic and he picked up setting really quickly. So his serve's pretty good too. He has a nice float serve.
Perk and Schmidt are two excellent additions to the varsity team.
Yeah. And they'll only get better in the next few years.
That's also, they're also a big part of the basketball program here.
Yeah.
(4-1) now, Cyclones. Manhasset to serve. Little interesting ritual there by the Manhasset.
Oh.
That was a smash on the ceiling there. What was the call on that one? I'm not quite sure what.
I think that one hit the ceiling on the way over, so that it was automatically Southside's point.
Perk to Kennedy. Booyah.
That was a nice tool by Ryan Kennedy.
Here's number 25, Ryan Ganley. The service. 6-1 Cyclones. 6-2 now. Nice shot there by Manhasset. Jake Messina to serve, your Hollywood connection.
Yeah. Cal from Manifest.
You look starstruck, Molly.
Yeah, I know, I was like shocked. I wasn't expecting that.
Kennedy now heating up from the left side. 7-2.
Yeah.
What's Kennedy listed in the program?
Yeah, I know, they sound weird. Yeah, mine's making.
Little technical
Yeah.
difficulty there.
Oh, that's weird. Somebody help us.
Kennedy
Messina
again.
down.
Kennedy again with a booming shot. 9-3 now. He is on fire. As I was saying before, the technical issue. Kennedy's height is about what, 6'4"?
Yeah,
6'5"?
probably.
With the hair, maybe 6'6".
Is it off?
Getting a little feedback there from the headphones. 9-6 now. Southside with the lead. Yes. Too much power on that one. Sends it out of bounds for Manhasset. 10-6 now. Bit of a campfire there for Manhasset. 11-6 now, south side. A miscommunication for the Cyclones. Manhasset making perhaps a last stand here. 11-7 now, trailing by 4. Little run for the Indians here.
Yeah. They are on a run. They're making a comeback because Southside started up by a lot this set.
How's that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
I can't hear anything from you.
You can't hear me?
No.
Oh.
Apologies, we having some technical issues here. Timeout Manhasset, 15-8. As they're starting to see the finish line in this contest between Cyclones and Manhasset volleyball team.
sorry.
That was there.
Should I take it away?
Molly, you're on your own.
All right, I'm on my own now. John Pericolossi's serving. Let's see if Manhasset can receive it. He said, I think your microphone still works. I'm not sure. Okay.
Ganley with another shot there. 19-9 now. Southside very close to finishing this off in 3. And Perk getting ready for another delivery from the back.
I think Perk might be their best server because I think he's gotten the most aces this game.
He's definitely had the most consistent runs here tonight.
Yeah, he's one of their more consistent players in every position, I think.
Very steady server. He can mix it up well, pace, spin. Manhasset right now cannot even get the ball at play off Perk serves. He's picking all the right spots. 21-9, Cyclones. They're really struggling, Manhasset, with the Perk serve.
I think it's because it's a float serve, so it's moving, and also I think they're just a little down on themselves because the score is so drastically different.
Right. You got to be a little deflated. They gave it a run. They had moments where they looked like they were going to put it together, but Southside just too much tonight. 22-9 now. Looking for the final nail.
Cal with the kill.
22-10. Looked a little bit like a carry there. That's Jordan Koziar's dig dug in there. 22-11, getting some minutes. Give it to the Manhasset team. They're still battling, you know.
Yeah,
Still
they
got that
spirit.
spirit alive. Good for them. 22-12 though. This looks to be a foregone conclusion at this point. But in high school sports, you never know. Manhasset on a roll. 22-13. Cyclones just 2 points away now. Ganley looking to bring it home for the Cyclones. Kennedy with the left.
I think they're going to try and set Ryan Kennedy. Oh, or Ben.
Ben
Oh,
Greenberg
Yes, Ben.
got it right on the line. Benjamin Greenberg.
Everyone's favorite
the
player
kill.
is Ben Greenberg.
Ben's been a big part of the boys tennis team the last couple of years too.
Multi-sport
Making his-
athlete.
Multi-sport making his appearance in tonight's game. Good for him. There's Kennedy with the last word. Ryan Kennedy with the spike and the kill. Brings it home for the Cyclones. 25-13 is your final in the third. Southside improves to 7-0, undefeated, first place in Conference 2C. I'm not even sure, have they dropped a set yet?
I don't think so. I heard today that they haven't lost one set.
So it's a race between you guys.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
It's good, that creates more competition, you know, drives it, good motivator.
We
So
should play them.
Cyclones move to 7-0, leading Conference 2C. Manhasset's still looking for their first win. And when is your next game?
Our next game's tomorrow versus Wanta, home.
Oh, that is a big rivalry.
Yeah, everyone should come.
What
to
time
that
is
game.
that?
6:45.
6:45 game against Wanta at home. Come see the Southside Varsity girls volleyball team take on one of their arch rivals, the Wanta Warriors. Always a good game between you
Yes,
guys.
always a good game.
Molly, I want to thank you for everything. Kate, I
Thank
want to
you.
thank you too. Molly McKeel, Kate Bradley joining me for this contest between Manhasset and Southside tonight. Manhasset victorious, Southside victorious 3-0, 3 straight sets. And it's been an absolute pleasure, ladies. Thank you so much for filling in tonight on very short notice. We pulled it together and got it done. So for everyone out there, we hope you enjoyed the game. Chris Colasanti for Molly McKeel and Kate Bradley saying goodbye, and join us next time for this Southside Athletics broadcast.
Thank you.
And good night.
Bye.